Hey guys, here we go into a quick drill video for the line drill, and we're going to be learning Teofimo Lopez's overhand right. Now, a few of the differences between the long right hand or the power right hand or the straight right hand and the overhand right is that the long right hand is going to be thrown at your opponent's back foot, and that's going to bring your head to your front knee here and bring all your weight this way. But when you throw the overhand right, you're going to be throwing it to your opponent's front leg as they're going to be moving their head over here. So you're not actually going to be bringing your shoulder, well, you will, but you're not actually going to be attacking this zone here. So you're not actually going to be moving your arm across the line here as we see Teofimo Lopez brings his head over here, but his target is over here, right? It's over here. So he's not actually throwing that punch towards his left knee. He's more throwing it in line with his right knee. That's what we're going to be practicing today, is practicing the overhand right. And we're going to be doing it on the line here. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and get the timer started. We're just going to go ahead and start going. And what we're going to be doing is the same drill that we've been doing here, right? This is our good warm-up. Right hand. I know mine's a little mirrored right here. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. And again, this is a good warm-up for striking. And the difference between what we're doing here is in boxing, a lot of people don't understand that striking is a different skill than boxing. But you're going to use your striking while you box as well. That's going to be the art of getting power into your punches, okay? Striking and being a good striker basically just means that you can not necessarily set your punches up well, but that you can land your punches well. You hit really hard. That's the essence of being a good striker. And then being a good boxer is the art of setting those punches up, using your active guard, your feinting, your probing, as it's been said by other people and myself on Patreon, non-punching activity. So you need to make sure that you can not only punch, but non-punching activity as well. And again, there's a difference between striking, the mechanics of landing a hard punch, cross the line, transfer your weight, and change positions, right? Position 1, position 2, and you constantly want to be cycling through them. Now, as we get to the part, let's see how much time we got on here. Okay, another minute 30. So now, to practice our overhand right, instead of throwing our right hand across the line to our other knee, we're going to be throwing it across our front knee, okay, or the same knee. But we're going to be throwing these punches in the same zone, even though we are transferring our weight to the other side, okay? So we're going to be bringing our weight to the left side, and I know mine is mirrored. Don't worry about that. This is my right hand. I'll throw it over here too, though. But you're going to be throwing that punch at the same target that you're throwing your left hand at. But you're not going to be bringing your hand or your punch all the way across the line, okay? So just attack the same target, but practice the same rules, okay? Cross the line, change positions, transfer your weight, okay? All of these things are very important to learning to throw an overhand punch, okay? Because again, when you're fighting someone, you're going to be throwing these punches to different zones, okay? And we're going to take a look more at the Richard Commey film study real quick after the drill. But again, it's a great workout to warm up and practice your overhand right as you practice throwing that striking punch over your other leg, okay? And again, we're going to talk about that again in a second. But for those of you that are new to the channel, I recently put out a shadowboxing seminar that's going to teach you guys how to take what we do here on the line and the striking skills that we're learning and turn it into real shadow boxing. Learning how to pendulum step, cross the line, learn how to do all those fun moves, keep it at a rhythm, keep it at a pace, but all of it starts here on the line. Makes it super, super easy to learn it. In just a few steps, you can be doing really high-level shadow boxing and really high-level striking, all together. But again, striking is the art of hitting hard and punching hard, which is different than the art of setting your punches up, okay? Now again, we're going to take a look at this. Normally when you throw a long right hand, you're going to be bringing your weight all the way across, right? And that's going to be equivalent of throwing that shot here, right? If you're throwing all the way across here. But when you're in a position here and you're on the line and you're in your boxing stance is no longer too deep, right? It's no longer going only this way. It's going this way and this way. Your opponent is going to be doing the same thing. And when they get their weight on the front foot, and as you see, Richard Commey's foot is on the inside of Teofimo Lopez, and this foot is on the outside, right? So Teofimo Lopez, when he throws his long right hand, is going to be aiming for a target outside of his lead leg. And when he throws the overhand right, he's going to be aiming for a target inside his lead leg. Okay? This is not only going to change the dynamic of the punch and the trajectory and where you're aiming, because you're going to be aiming for a target inside your foot. It's also going to change the idea that this punch is going to be a long, straight punch. Because again, that long, straight punch, if you see, my leg is right here, and we can see where Richard Commey's head is, right? Or where it's going to be when Teofimo Lopez makes contact. So he wants that punch to be a rounded punch so he can still get all of his weight into that shot as he rotates his weight into it and then smashes his weight into that punch. So we're going to take a look now on kind of what that's going to look like on the heavy bag. So, oh man, that is bright, huh? I don't know if I can even fix that. Let's move this over here a little bit. Put the bag in front of it. Maybe that'll work. I'll have to fix that later. Oh well. It's the first video at the gym. Sorry guys. I know it's brutal. But it's going to be very similar, okay? And instead of throwing a long straight right hand, right, we're going to be throwing a short rounded one. But in order to do that, just like when we were on the striking zone, right here, we're going to set it up with the jab, and this jab is going to put us on the back foot, all the weight on the heel, and then we're going to be attacking the exact same target with the overhand right as we turn into it. And again, here, long distance, right? It's really far, but it's really close with the right hand, right? So there's going to be a dichotomy between how straight the jab is and how straight the overhand right is. And again, we're looking for that angle because we're looking to crash it and smash it to our opponent. And maybe I should just do it on this bag. Maybe that. Nope. Yeah, that one's a better bag then. Okay. So, practicing it. Oh, and if you guys want to check out that course, there's a link in the comments to turn all your shadow boxing here into, or your striking here into high-level shadow boxing. Learning how to move around, learning how to pendulum step forward, learning how to control and attack the line, and learning all those patterns of motion. It's $149.99. There's a promo code, The Real Deal. One word, but each of those individual words is capitalized, the T, the R, and the D. Yeah, give you 10% off. Only for the first 1,000 copies that are sold will the promo be available. Yeah, check it out. I highly recommend it. It comes with two boxing seminars. One's actually a striking seminar to teach you the fundamentals of throwing all their punches, uppercuts, hooks, and how to train them in the line drill, how the theory works, and then how the theory applies to your actual boxing. And then again, a sequence of drills, not only to learn each punch effectively here, strongly, and with intention for speed and power and athleticism, but also teaching you how to take it from here into shadow boxing, moving forward and backward, and then circling the ring so that you can be, an agile force in the ring. So here we go. Like I said, we're going to get on the line with the bag, and normally you'll be in your boxing stance, right? Whatever that is, position 1, position 2, and you'll be cycling through them with your active guard, right? Now, this motion here, as we're practicing transferring our weight on the line drill, this is a skill that we learn on the double in bag, okay? To be in motion, to constantly be looking to control the line and interact with something. This is what we learn. So we're going to be keeping that kind of idea, right, as we get on the line with the bag, okay? So it's going to be very helpful for us in our shadow boxing. One of the reasons why the line drill is so effective, helps us learn an active guard. So as we're doing this motion, right, when we throw this jab, it puts us on our back foot, okay? And then, again, when we throw our overhand right, it's going to be more in line with our back foot. So when I move up to the bag, I'm going to have one foot on each side of my target here. And I'm going to throw my jab just right here to the bag. And instead of throwing a straight punch, right, because I'm not here to neutral punch, right, I'm on the back foot. So this shot is already fully extended. Now I'm going to want to be bringing my hips forward this way. And again, that target, I'm not going to be throwing it over here. I'm going to be crashing into the bag here. And it's going to be catching my weight before my arm and my shoulder finish getting to this position, okay? Because I don't need to bring my shoulder all the way forward to hit it, right? I'm going to come into contact much quicker. So it's going to look like a much wider punch. It's going to look like I'm so much more open than I really am, because don't forget, I'm also changing positions, okay? I'm also going from here to the front foot. I'm also slipping and creating safety by getting my head off the line. And as you're practicing, right, you're going to have that active guard and you're going to have this motion so you can bleed that overhand right into that punch at any moment. So again, you're going to throw your jab here, get your weight on the back foot, in the heel, and then you're going to cross the line, transfer your weight to the front foot, and throw this punch as a rounded punch. Now, another thing about striking, a lot of people think you want to be landing with these knuckles, but these knuckles here, these bones go directly into your wrist. They form a straight line, and when you land a punch, what you really want to be doing is creating a straight line that goes through here, throughout the back of your elbow. So you want a straight line, so when you come into contact with the bag, your natural range of motion is going to drive that motion through. So when you hit it, you want a straight line between your elbow, right? Like if you had a ruler, that line would be straight between your fist here. And you can't really do that if you're trying to poke them with your knuckles here, right? See how my hand turns? You're not really getting that. There will be times where you'll augment your punches to kind of tap them, right? It's kind of similar to here, the back foot, before you move into a real punch, okay? Here. But again, back foot and then front foot, you're going to be crashing your weight forward into that punch here. And again, it's not a straight punch. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my boxing seminars to teach you, not only for beginners, if you've never boxed before, it's an excellent way to learn the strength and the coordination that you need to throw every punch in the book, the theory behind it, how the punches work in relation to your opponent, your opponent's positions, and then how to take that stuff again and turn it into high-level actual shadow boxing, moving around, and punching with power. Because again, the most important rules in boxing for developing power and safety are crossing the line, transitioning your weight, and changing positions. And again, this striking drill on the line here is an excellent way to practice crossing the line, transitioning your weight, and changing positions. But we get to practice it in a really easy way on the line, and it won't inhibit our other ideas. Again, check it out. I highly recommend it for anyone who's a beginner, for sure. It's a killer deal. But anyone who's an advanced, if you've been boxing for a while and you've been struggling to really take your stuff to the next level, it's an excellent course. And again, it'll teach you how to be shadow boxing at a high level in just a few days. Then the only challenge is adding speed and power.